All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Cousins now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We always talk about and we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Smith, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jensen over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive, you're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go. For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Let's go! 319! 319!
This is Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
To throw on second down. Jensen. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Running left, it's Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39!
From the gun, Jensen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They take over first and 10 following the interception. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing his Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Cousins now from the 50. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, open is Thomas. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Cousins to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off-play action. Jensen on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They give him a gain of 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. Look at the spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. On the ground is Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green,
Back to throw. Jensen got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10, Jensen. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now with Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go back to the ground with Smith. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Cousins. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A handoff to Fournette. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake. Jensen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jensen. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Back to throw. Jensen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Smith. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Bananas Westbrook complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
Now a toss right to Smith. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Fighting down past the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
A first down carry for Smith. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Give the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run with Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard, leopard.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
The pitch goes to Smith. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's one drawback to running a toss play to the short side of the field. There's not enough room, really, for him to get to the edge.
And they wind up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Jensen under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins now on 2nd down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jensen. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jensen escaping the pressure right. This is caught at the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's a give to Smith. Muscles him off. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now let's go.
They'll run it again with Smith. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Jensen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The goal for them wasn't to simply make the postseason. They wanted to make some noise once they got there. Well, they made the noise all right. They're moving on.
And to get deep into the playoffs, that's everyone's goal ultimately. Now it's a reality for them. Now they've got a chance to get to the ultimate goal.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Oh.